So 6.4, they are saying solve for x if this is the case. So they are saying g of x must be equal to f of x, and my g of x equals to 3 over x plus 1, and my f of x equals to minus 2x minus 4. Let me just double check. 3 over x plus 1 minus 2x minus 4. So I'm correct. So they are saying solve for x if the two are equal. So on g of x, I'm going to put 3 over x plus 1 must be equal to f of x, which is minus 2x minus 4. Alright, so the ones with x, they go to one side. That's 3 over x. This comes to the other side, it's going to be plus 2x equals to the 1 comes to the other side. Remember, I have minus 4 already in here. The 1 comes that side is minus 1. So this becomes minus 5. Minus 5, then 3 over x plus 2x. Now I must multiply x everywhere so that it comes out of the denominator. Times x, and times x. This is algebra, guys. So this cancels. I'm left with 3 only, plus 2x times x is 2x squared. And then that one is going to be equals to minus 5x. So this looks like a trinomial. I bring the 5x to the other side and I put it in a standard form. So it's going to be 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. So now I factorize the trinomials. If you don't know how to factorize trinomials, go and watch videos on that. So it's going to be 2x plus 3, x plus 1. Therefore, if I have it like that, I know that 2x plus 3 equals to 0, or x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to minus 1, or x equals to minus 3 over 2. So these are the x's that I found. Okay, so the next question, what are they saying in the next question? For which values of x, okay, let me erase this, guys. For which values of x will minus 1 and g of x and 3? So minus 1, g of x, which is what? This is g of x, is minus 2x minus 4. Then less than 3. Now, this is inequalities. In algebra, there are videos I sent on inequalities. Please go and watch them. You will know how to do this. So we're going to plus 4 because we must move the 4 to the other side so that we are left with 2x. But we move is 3. Now when it jumps the sign, it must be plus 4. So the same thing will be the scenario this side. It's going to be plus 4. Be plus 4 everywhere. So now minus 1 plus 4, that's positive 3, and minus 2x and 7. So we're going to divide by minus 2 everywhere. Then this becomes x. Because we divided by minus, the sign switches, so it will look the other directions. Okay, so this is minus 7 over 2. This is minus 3 over 2. So this is my final solution to that. Okay, so now they are saying determine the y-intercept of k. The y-intercept of k, if k of x, okay, if k of x is equals to 2 of g of x. Okay, so I'm gonna erase this. They are saying k of x equals to 2 of g of x. So 2 g of x is what? Is minus 2x minus 4. So now this times this is minus 4x and minus 8. So that is the equation of k of x. The equation of k of x is this one. So they are saying we must determine the y-intercept of k of x. So to find y-intercept, we make x to become 0. So y equals to minus 4 to 0 minus 8. So that is minus 8. So the y-intercept is 0 is to minus 8. So we are done with that. Okay. So now they are saying 6.7, they are saying write down the coordinates of x and y-intercept of h if h is the graph of g reflected above the y-axis. Okay. Now in reflection, when we are reflecting about the x-axis, you change the sign of y. When you are reflecting about the y-axis, you change the sign of x, because this is what reflection means, guys. This is what reflection means. If I am having a function, let's say I'm having a function, this is the x-axis and the y-axis. Let's say this is my asymptote, and I'm having a function. This is the function that I'm having, maybe an exponential function, and I'm told that this function is reflected above the x-axis. It's reflected above the x-axis. How will the new function look like? Now this x-axis is more like a mirror to me. So if this is my mirror, then my new asymptote will be this brother here. This is my new asymptote. And then my new function will be this brother here. Okay, because you can see if this is a mirror, this must see himself that side. This must see himself that side. This asymptote must see himself that side. So the same distance is the same distance. So because this now is a mirror. So if I am having, for example, if I am having a parabolic function, and then they are saying it's reflected about the x-axis, then I will know that this will be my new reflected function. So you can see what changed. What changed is the y, because the y was here, now it's there, but the x didn't change. The x is still the same. So we change the y because we are reflecting about the x-axis. This is what I mean. When you are reflecting about the x-axis, you change the sign of the y. So if y was negative 4, now y is positive 4, but the x's are unchanged. So now, to answer the question asked, they are saying G is reflected about the y-axis. So we change the x. We change the sign of the x. So this is G of x equals to minus 2x minus 4. So this is the same as y equals to minus 2x minus 4. So if it's reflected about the y-axis, we change the sign of the x. So in this case, my x is positive, So I'm going to make it negative x because it's positive x. So minus 4, and then this will be y. So this times this is positive 2x, okay, positive 2x, and then minus 4. And then that is h of x because we are saying it's h. So this is the function of h of x. So they said you must find the x-intercept and the y-intercept of h of x. So the y-intercept of h of x, we make x to be 0. So this is 0 minus 4. So that is minus 4. That is the y-intercept. X-intercept, we make y to be 0. So it's going to be 2x minus 4. This comes to the other side is positive 4. 2x divided by 2 divided by 2. So x equals to 2. So x equals to 2, y equals to minus 4. Y equals to what? Minus 4. So yeah, we are done.